Some people believe Trump is in charge of the RV and is going to be the catalyst to make it happen. There is no basis in fact for this opinion. I submit, Trump's policies have created additional headwinds. The bare facts are, President Trump has no interest in the dinar or the RV, and for that matter, Soudani, who is not going to be the prime minister in the coming period. In fact, he has withdrawn from consideration and thrown support behind Maliki. They're not telling us a rate, they're not going to. But they are going to keep teaching us along the way until one day, a lack just does it. I want to recommend you watch a series on Netflix entitled The Smuggler's Web. This series may help you understand corruption in Iraq and how difficult it is to stop or deal with it when a lot of money is involved. This series takes place in India, but I could not help to understand Iraq's situation much better after watching. Keep in mind, Soudani is a strong opponent of corruption. The series may give you a better understanding of what Soudani is going through and what is happening in Iraq. My head is buried in the news 2 hours a day. This period is the most record amount of news I have ever seen and witnessed, confirming and revealing to me how close I am to the rate changing. I've never witnessed this amount of record news. Where are we with the Iraqi dinar? I think we're at where Trump has us. I'm not going to abandon my stance. I don't second guess. I feel deep in my heart that Donald Trump is in control of the monetary reform, in control of a lot of things in the Middle East. I don't think Trump wants to go to war with Iran. He's demonstrating it. He gives them more chances than they deserve. He doesn't want people to die. Trumpx, quote, "It is my great honor to announce the Board of Peace has been formed. The U.S. Department of the Treasury and OFAC to address key challenges and reform opportunities across both state-owned and private banks, with a clear emphasis on strengthening financial governance, compliance, and institutional accountability." We also discussed next steps related to forthcoming sanctions targeting malign actors and networks that undermine financial integrity and state authority. The relationship between Iraq and the United States has never been stronger than it is today, under the leadership of President Donald J. Trump. Information is coming from a very, very top Wells Fargo source, and it is that we are expecting everything to fly for us Sunday evening, all the way from there to the 21st, which is Wednesday. I'll give you the timeline. The S, really, about the best I can do is give you what I'm hearing from excellent sources. Some of the people that are at the redemptive leadership positions are saying it could be a little sooner than that, maybe the weekends in play. I know that we're looking for things to start popping for us, and I know that this is going to happen very soon. My source in CBI still says al-Soudani is going to be here for a second term. Will we be taxed on our currency exchange? I do not think so, but do not know for sure, so I am prepared to be taxed. At the end of the day, it's worth it for you guys to see what's going on, so that you re-informed and you can make your own decisions and you can decide where you think this investment is at. That's the best route for us to go in this. There's no such thing as exchange centers, humanitarian projects that's going to give you more money than the CBI can give you. I'm going to tell you this timeline that came through this morning. The RVGCR was initiated to the point where it started and cannot be reversed. And that was early this morning, and they were testing by paying redemption centers and banks. And with this test, everything has been put into motion. So, redemption centers, 800 number testing, all of that has been completed. We're looking at a 5-day rollout, starting Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Martin Luther King Day is the 19th, so it could be 20th, 21st in that time frame. Al-Sudani is the most likely prime minister based on current momentum and coalition strength. His continued leadership would ensure steady progress in Iraq's economic reforms and global financial integration. The political landscape supports continuity rather than significant change. Today, I finalized a meeting at the White House with Secretary of War Pete Hegseth and Dr. Sebastian Gorka, Director of Counterterrorism. We agreed that the issues discussed will be addressed during my upcoming visit to Iraq, where I will engage with the right decision-makers to confront the situation on the ground for the benefit of the Iraqi people. Let us make Iraq great again. International dinar. Post below. Merely changing the exchange rate does not make the currency international. Being posted on an international trading platform makes the currency international. Also, it is worth mentioning that a currency need not be representing the actual value to be listed on the Forex. Vietnam and about a dozen others are severely undervalued, yet are on Forex and are international. The dinar could be listed as is and be international at 1310. Regarding all these articles talking about Maliki as being the #1 choice for prime minister, the news articles said Sudani conceded and supported Maliki for the premiership of PM. Now the tables have turned. They're all coming out saying Maliki is not a good choice, selection, or option, or consideration for that position. Now you can see how severely they lie to you within Iraq news. I've always told you the moment you see the HCL, you'll see the new exchange rate. Will we see the prime minister? I don't know. You think I'm waiting for the prime minister? I'm waiting for the new exchange rate. Iraq's envoy waves for upcoming sanctions on new Iraqi networks. Talks with U.S. Treasury. They are talking that the Kurdistan region extended their temporary HCL agreement by 3 months while they work through things. They don't believe they will need it, but they extended it another 3 months. This dominated the news today. Part of the HCL they have been working on. The parliament has been working on HCL for the last 3 days. I continue to be told from Iraqi sources. First, the budget, then the HCL, then the prime minister. And somewhere around the HCL budget part, we get our change in value. The acting head of the U.S. mission in Iraq, Joshua Harris, confirmed on Friday that Washington is moving towards taking immediate action to dismantle what he described as Iranian-backed terrorist militias, stressing that the inclusion of militias in the new government is contrary to Iraqi-American relations. All I can say is what the hell was Iraq thinking in even allowing the militias to stay in their country this long? Can you say Nouri al-Maliki? How does this guy still exist in Iraq? And no, he is not going to be the next prime minister. I would be very surprised if al-Sudani does not get a second term. Thank you for watching.